Too petty. Too petty. Alright, so it says source inquiry. So I don't know what that means, but I guess it's a source inquiry. So I want to talk about what's going on in the world. Not no fabricated, veil, unlifted BS, but what's really going on while it's super foggy. First of all, I just want to say last night, so today is August 31st, 2021. It's Tuesday. But last night, I couldn't sleep. I kept closing my eyes. I couldn't sleep. I wasn't going to sleep. But I looked outside, and it was a moon, obviously, outside. And it was red. So I feel like that had something to do with why I couldn't sleep last night. But anyway. Um, the masks are back. Like, it's mandated. It's mandatory. We have to wear masks. I don't know where you guys might be at, but I'm in Illinois, and it's mandatory. Well, it's mandated. So I feel like this is a very good lesson for America to be learning at the moment. Obviously, if the masks are back, that is a foreshadow that we are going to be on lockdown again. That is a foreshadow that things are getting worse, not better, which we already knew that because before summer even started, we had this whole conversation and this whole discussion and this whole breakdown of why we were not going to be on lockdown during summer, because it was hot. This is a virus. This is not a bacterial infection or anything like that. It's a virus. And virus, believe it or not, to all the people who aren't spiritual, it's spiritual. That's why bacteria can be cured. It can be regulated because, first of all, in my opinion, that's exactly, what we think it is. It's man-made. It's because of us. It's our fault. Obviously, though, viruses are also spiritually our fault, but we're going to save the spiritual part. We're not even going to take it all the way towards the spiritual part because there's so many beliefs, and everybody know the belief that I believe and a lot of people believe. I believe that, we ain't even going to talk about it. I think we should talk about it on the spiritual level because, scratch that, we are. I believe that what is happening right now, which if you research history, has happened plenty of times in the past, just not in our past because we weren't alive then, or if they were alive, they weren't like old enough to understand what was going on. But they're super old now, so they don't care or understand again. We're going through a reset. The Mother Earth is having her period. She's shedding her uterus, the lining of her uterus. She is shedding. And all of the bad seeds while she's about to elevate, because if anybody knows anything about what a period is, it's the rebirth of a woman. Unless she's not spiritual or balanced. Which, if she's not, and if you're not, you is she, there's always time to learn. But spiritually, a period is a rebirth of a woman. She goes through a cycle, a 30-day cycle, around 30 day, 28 day, 29 day with the moon, a cycle of, accumulating all of this stuff. If she has sex, she's accumulating, spiritual demons, most likely, because these people in this earth aren't balanced. That's exactly why we're in the position and in the predicament that we're in now. Like I'm saying, it's way more spiritual than people want to admit. She's accumulating all of these bad auras and these bad seeds and these bad things, energies, everything. And so when it's time for her to shed her lining and get rid of all of that and purge it out to become a better person and a better woman, that's when she bleeds it out. And the bad lining gotta go because there was no birth. It didn't contribute to anything in her life. So in the spiritual sense, in the universe sense of her, shedding, it's like we're not making anything of humanity. We haven't been spiritually, because everybody want to think on a manly level. Obviously, first of all, the Bible this is such a deep topic because what I believe is that Jesus was us. Not us, like, actually. Hi, Tashea. But Jesus was a man like us, and we are gods. We are all gods, children of God. So basically, the Bible is teaching us, like, what they went through, which we are going through, because that is why history repeats itself, because it's a simulation. It's like, have you ever sat and thought about, like, why are we here? How did we get here? What is really happening? We're like in a video game, literally. And we keep being reincarnated through our bloodline. That's why it's so important to get your bloodline together. That's why it's important to heal trauma and to heal generational curses and to learn about your ancestors and to honor your ancestors, because we're doing this all over. We're doing this. It's 14 generations. That's one cycle. So I think that we are coming up on the 13th cycle. I mean the 14th cycle, and that's what we're doing right now. To be honest, like, the whole thing in my mind of the picture I get when I think about this sounds weird when I say it out loud, because I don't know. I just got to learn how to word it exactly how I want to. But the picture in my mind is perfect, and maybe I just need to, draw it, paint it or something. I'll draw it probably. But really what I'm saying is, this stuff is way deeper than what we think it is. And I 100% believe we're going to be on lockdown again. I 100% believe that we go on lockdown again. It's going to be 10 times, maybe even 100 times worse the second time. And if it's not, that's just a foreshadow that we're going to do it again. To be honest, I don't think until 2030, I feel like we shouldn't be, like, sitting down thinking everything is good ever, because throughout history there's always this decade in the 20s where some stuff like this happens. It never fails. Y'all, I'm not sponsoring, like, sponsor people, like, how they be doing it, celebrities and stuff. But I just found out that Jack Link's got this. And this is my favorite type of beef jerky, and my favorite type of flavor for beef jerky too. And it's bussin'. It's different, but it's bussin'. And it's 70 calories. But anyway, so since we wearing masks again, obviously the death rate's been going up. Anybody that been paying attention to what's been happening know. Summertime, obviously it was hot. People wasn't going to be getting sick. It's getting cold. It's starting to rain. What naturally happens when it starts raining and getting cold? People start getting sick. Naturally, just in general. So, for us to have just had a pandemic worldwide, airborne, waterborne, they're not telling everybody that, but obviously, if you go through the international stories and breaking news and everything, China and all of them, they've been said they found it in their water. They've been said it was in the air. So obviously it's the same for the United States. We in the same planet, bro. Stop trying to make it seem like all of these planets, not planets, all of these areas in the world is so diverse and so apart, and we not together. That's y'all human minds making up scenarios of why things aren't together. We are all one nation under one firmament under God. So we share the same type of air. No matter how long it takes it to travel towards us, we circulating those same chemicals, the same atoms, the same protons, neutrons, electrons. We doing the same thing over and over again. So first of all, and breaking news this morning, was it this morning or was it yesterday morning? I think it was yesterday morning. Tell me why it said New Zealand had a girl die from the Pfizer vaccine. First of all, no offense once again to the people that got the vaccine, any of them, but y'all was just the first round of humans with those vaccines. So if y'all paid attention in science class ever in y'all life, y'all should know that y'all was the test dummies. So in 20 years, when this is all died down or whatever, however it's gonna go, y'all know those little Johnson and Johnson Boy Scout commercials. Oh, if you have da 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 back in the day, you're now you're now eligible for compensation or something like that. Get a lawyer, free lawyer, all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be like that. If you took the 2020 COVID vaccine, or in 2021, however they want to word it, you know, and this and this and this happened to you, like, y'all got to be smart, bro. We really in our own movie, and it's wrote out already. It's wrote out already. We just get to play the parts that we want to play. The movie already wrote. We already live it in it. But now we got to pick the role we playing. I'm not playing though. I'm not playing no Hold on, y'all. I had to text my mama back. Well, I had to text her. She just called me. But anyway, we in a movie. And, ooh, it sounds like people that talk like me and that think what I'm thinking and that do the conspiracy, everything. It kind of sounds weird from a perspective when you're not knowing the spiritualness of everything. So normal people, y'all are going to be, y'all, first of all, y'all that little 90% that's going to be like, you know. So if I was y'all, I'd hop on the train of the so-called crazy people. First of all, y'all need to leave Kanye alone. I'm going to just say that. Because he obviously be knowing some stuff. He obviously smart. He obviously, like he said, in the genius bracket. Same way with Albert Einstein. They try to say it was crazy, but he was a genius. Van Gogh was in the mental hospital. Genius. Like, y'all just gotta stop. Like, y'all be letting the public, first of all, when y'all look at these politicians and y'all look at these celebrities, check out what their religion is. Check out what do they believe is the world. Check out what they really be thinking. Because it's not uniform. It's not they all in the Illuminati, da 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 da. No. And I don't think the Illuminati is bad. Or if they became bad, they didn't start off bad, probably. Or it's a different, I don't know, because the Freemason and the Illuminati, I don't know why, but I feel like, the Freemasons, they probably the bad ones, and the Illuminati is like the good ones. But I don't know, because I don't know, I haven't met nobody. Or if I have, I don't know that I did. But I'm kind of rambling. I'm not even gonna lie, I know that I'm rambling, but it's just because really all of this stuff is like people trying to like make it seem, that's why people like me seem crazy, because all of this stuff is going on spiritually, which is first of all the bigger picture. So we the ones in the right. When we think about it spiritually, the bigger picture, we're the ones in the right. But the world and society and the mass majority of people are trying to live in a mind of a human being that don't have no perception of a higher being, a higher world, a higher force, a higher picture, a higher, like, I don't know, magnetism of everything. All this stuff ain't just stuff. There's nothing is ever just it. I don't know how to put it in words. I swear, I promise you, I don't understand why the way it's in my mind, it don't come out speaking wise the same as I'm thinking it in my mind, and that I know it in my mind. But it's kind of frustrating try to talk about this and it's just come out as rambling. It comes out like, whoo. Like, even I can feel the fact that I'm not putting it in a way that y'all would understand, because it's in a way that I understand, and no one understands anything that I understand like the way that I understand it. Which that goes for everybody in the world. We all have our own different mindsets, all different thought process types and everything. So, but yeah, so all of this stuff is really like, I don't know, trying to explain it, especially to people who don't want to hear it, is so hard. It's like you really cannot, you cannot save anybody that don't want to be saved. But yeah, all of this stuff is foreshadowing. But like I said, we been knew. We been was told this is how the chart is gonna go. The rates up high because it was cold. Springtime hit. Start going down low a little bit. Okay, in summer we gonna be back outside because it's hot and the rates gonna go down. What summer was? We was outside. The rates was down, but they was up, but they was down. Now it's finna be fall. So the rates finna go back up. First of all, when it's cold, first of all, they already know they having a hard time finding people to work right now, and it was just hot, whatever. Who finna go to work? First of all, when the rates go up, who finna willingly go to work to be a slave, basically? Who finna put their life in danger and put their family health in danger? First of all, that's why the first lockdown, people being in the house together and not like communicating and not being too close to people who not inside their house, is because you don't know what other people got going on. And even the what's it called, essential workers, like, they didn't know what they was finna be bringing back home to their families from being inside the facilities. And at first, the way they had put it was that the facilities didn't know what the people was gonna bring in from their homes. No. Well, yes, but also the families didn't know what their parents was finna bring home from the facilities. You know how many doctors and nurses died during the first lockdown? A lot of them. A lot of them. And do you know how many kids dying and getting infected and stuff now? I bet y'all don't. Y'all ain't been looking, but they ain't been reporting either. They ain't been reporting everything either. That's why you can't wait for something to be in the media. You can't wait for something to be too mainstream media. Commercial media, that's already been watered down. Like, for example, oh my God, it's so irritating. Now all of a sudden, all the big news companies want to talk about stuff that I've been seeing people talk about on TikTok for the past year. Now all of a sudden, now the big medias want to talk about it. Like, that stuff be making me mad. How's y'all profiting off of some stuff that we already done went through? We already done deciphered it and everything, and people didn't believe us. And now y'all gonna put it in mainstream media months later, and now oh my God, you hear this and this and this. Oh my God, didn't we tell you that already? Now y'all just waiting for somebody on a TV screen to tell y'all? Like, y'all so desensitized, and that's the downfall of the earth. Like, we really on a downfall. But the people, the people like me, and I'm not gonna be too in my head to say this, but the people like me who understand what's going on and who getting this spiritual downloads and who really in tune with the universe right now, we know, first of all, we finna be on the come up. I ain't gonna say that we ain't gonna die, because that's stupid to say that, oh, we not gonna die, because all of these bodies we got, you know, we can preserve them, but they not made to last. Our spirits are. So people like me, our spirits and our souls, we doing our work and we saving ourselves like that. But yeah, it's like, you know, the 8 people on the ark. I don't know who my other 7 people is, but I just want y'all seven to know that if we can't wake nobody else up, We not gonna let ourselves die because of them. And when I say die, I don't mean this. I mean spiritually, because obviously everybody died like this. But I mean spiritually, like the personification, the personification of everything in the Bible waters the Bible down. Everything in the Bible, everything that Jesus went through, everything that Jesus was about and spoke of, and the people around him witnessed and everything, he was a human being like us. That is why he is our brother in Christ. And the Heavenly Father, the Holy Spirit, God, the Lord, Jehovah, Allah, what you want to call it, anything, Buddha, whichever one you trying to call it, because it's all the same energy, because we speak in energy. That's the universal code. The universal code is energies. When you see a number, what you gonna look up? Angel number 1444. What is gonna say? Oh, the energies and attributes of number da 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 is speaking about energies. It's like, I promise y'all, I'm not gonna go too deep because I'm not trying to make the video too long, because I want to get into it. But also, I like saying stuff while it's at the tip of my brain and the tip of my tongue, so that I can get that first part out, and then I will decipher it afterwards. Like, for example, I have the perfect foundation to start. I have the perfect charity, the perfect what's it called, corporation. I have the perfect like the idea of it in my head. But now when I'm finna put it on paper, it's different, because for me to put it on paper means I have to make it. So it's spiritually done. It's spiritually done. I already know it. But to make it, to put it in a place where people with simple minds will gravitate towards it and understand it and know what I mean when I'm trying to tell them stuff. Like, I gotta dumb it down so far, dumb it down for people to understand what I'm gonna be getting at. But, I just believe from this first pandemic that happened, from the first lockdown that happened, I just know for a fact that our spiritual sense and our mental health have a lot to do with whether or not we finna be on the come up during this very bad time that's happening in our world. People sleep right now thinking everything is okay. Social media got people very, very, very dumbed down and watered down to the fact that we really are struggling as a human race. Which means everybody under the same sky as us right now. Anybody that share this same sky, the same firmament, the same air and trees and, speaking and growth and learning processes and all that kind of stuff. From every continent. Have y'all ever looked on the map? Like, literally, have y'all ever looked on the map and noticed, first of all, the way we first look at a map, especially in America, I don't know about no other country, but I know for a fact in America, that ain't the right way. It's kind of upside down. And to be honest, y'all see how the way, y'all got to look at the map anyway. So how you look at it from the map point, so I'm going to use the map point, so I'm going to act like it's the right way. At the bottom, so-called the bottom, Antarctica go all around. Like, if you scroll across the globe and then go back in the circle and then come back towards the United States after you then scroll to the left, scroll to the left a lot and then go back to the same spot, Antarctica go all around. Now, if you go all the way to the top, or whichever way, but all the way to the top, towards Canada and all of that, north, it's no nothing around the whole thing like that. It's nothing like that. So I don't know if I believe, so the flat earthers believe like that Antarctica is the wall, which they would make it the wall and it's going down or whatever. But I believe that Antarctica is the sky, what we perceive as the sky, and going into outer space and stuff like that. And I don't know if I just, trip somebody up, but I really think that south where Antarctica is technically is above us, and it's the It's the firmament. What everybody think is the firmament of, the veil being lifted. And that's why when they show the image of the water coming down, like when God killed the world, well, killed the people of the world, because he didn't kill his world, he killed the people. Let's not forget that. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, we really in some real biblical stuff right now. But I feel like that's how the water happened, how it came down like that, how it all happened because Antarctica, like it's melting now. It's been melting. We've been talking about global warming. Remember when they said global warming wasn't even real, whatever, but it was. But it was. See, that's what I'm saying. The media, they be taking our things that us normal people be coming up with and putting out there that y'all don't believe. They be taking our stuff years later and then telling y'all like it's new news, but it's not. But Antarctica is above, and that's why it's melting, and then it's gonna flood. Even though y'all know they said, "Oh, God promised not to kill the earth with the water no more." First of all, when y'all hear living water, when y'all saw the fire on top of the water, did that make y'all think the water was stronger than the fire or the fire was stronger than the water? Now I can get why you would be, oh no, the fire is stronger than the water. Them chemicals, baby. Them chemicals for that fire to stay in that water like that. You ain't see the water go nowhere. The fire was, on top of it. But you ain't see the water move nothing. It didn't do nothing to the water. First of all. And we all made up of what? 75% water? 70 however much percent water? Without water, we gonna die because what? We dry up. We gonna dry up and turn to dust. I'm gonna make another video. Like I'm saying, like this video is just the tip of my tongue and my brain cells, coming together with what they got right now. But when I be able to put it on paper, when I get the time to really put it on paper and stuff and get it all sorted out, I'll show y'all a picture. Because y'all know people don't be knowing how to read and stuff. So like I said, I'm going to make a picture of it. And people better look at it because the way I'm looking at it in my head, it seemed like that's what it is. Y'all ever astro projected on y'all way to sleep? Like y'all was going to sleep, but y'all was awakened. You know what I'm trying to say. Through the process of your body shutting down and you going off into your so-called dream. First of all, every single time you start off wherever you slept at. You start off exactly where your body be at and you end it wherever your body gonna be at. Whether you remember that or not has something to do with how balanced you are, how grounded you are, and how aware and conscious you are. This stuff's so deep, bro. I should be a freaking billionaire. I'm a literal genius. Like, I just want to know where my flowers at. Like, I just be spooked out by my own self. Like, when it come out of my mouth, like, I don't know why it just it don't even satisfy me when it come out my mouth, but the way I understand it, it satisfies me. And I feel like the rest of the world is slow. No offense, but I'm just saying. And I low-key got a headache because it's kind of frustrating to me because the stuff that I'm talking about is literally the present moment. And it's like nobody listens. People don't listen until it's too late. Once you can see it, it's too late. How many times I got to tell y'all? Once y'all can see the effects of something, it's too late. Like, we got these masks. It's too late. And I still want to know how China was washing their streets and the United States can't even fix a pothole the right way. Like, that stuff was bizarre to me. But anyway, I don't know what to tell y'all other than, I don't know if I want to tell y'all the earth is flat. Even though, you know what I think about that is, the land is flat, but obviously there's air above us. And obviously, in some type of way, somewhere the water is around us. The water is everywhere. And just like fish probably can't tell that they're in the substance that they're in, we probably can't tell the substance that we're in. All of this stuff, like, I just feel like, I'm tired of corporate America. I really am. I really am. But you know what? That's exactly why I found exactly what I want to do with this foundation and with these facilities. Like, I got the whole plan. The picture of it in my head without me trying to put it into human English words is perfect. But as soon as I start trying to put it into English spelling words, these spells, they did this stuff on purpose. It's just like, it don't make sense then. And I'd be like, that's not what I mean. The stuff that I mean, I can't say because it's like the words that I've been taught to use for it. And I got a pretty nice vocabulary, don't get me wrong. But it's like, it's not right. It's not right. It's really not. Um but yeah, so yeah, like I just said, this is my favorite. So I'm finna eat some more. Now they ain't had the ones that I really wanted though, cause I like the tenders. These are right too, but I like the tender bites the most. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this on paper. Ooh, I just got the most crazy pulling headache on the side of my head. Could y'all hear that when I just pop my neck? I should have never started that. I don't know how I ever started that, but now I can't not do that because my neck be like stiff. Oh no, for real, I got a headache on this side. Well, not a headache, but it's like pulling. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here because, like I said, I shouldn't even made it this long because it don't. I'm not even satisfied with the way it came out my mouth. Like, it just makes me want to delete the whole video, but I'm not because it's the raw, off the brain to the tongue, and then I'm gonna get better because I'm gonna write that stuff down. That's why I don't want to go focus on nothing. Like, I knew for a fact, like, as soon as COVID had started, I was like, I know I'm not finna go to college for a few years. But that also made me realize, like, that's fine because the gap years I'm taking gonna make up, because then when I go back to school, I'm gonna do either med school or law school. And I already picked which one I want now. But at the same time, I'm an entrepreneur. And I'm finna be a billionaire about this, you know what? Even though that's not the main focus. That's not the main focus. My main focus is I want the world to lift its spirits up. I want people to heal from their generational trauma, they past trauma, everything. I want people to know their life paths, like what they destined to do, their strengths and their, weaknesses. I want them to learn how to overcome their weaknesses and amplify their strengths. Like, I really like some real stuff. Like, it's a whole system I got in my head. But corporate America already made it seem like something weird. So the actual picture of how I want it to go and how I feel like it would work to go, there will be so many simple-minded people that would think something wrong of it, that, it would just be like, what? When really it would be the best for the whole planet. People so selfish. That's what's wrong with America. I can't speak for no other country. Same way if I was talking about skin colors, I couldn't speak for no other skin color but being dark brown, because that's what I am. But it's just a lot. Just to think about it. Thinking about it is perfect, because when it's in my thoughts, it's perfectly, it's not worded, but it's like somehow it's just perfectly in there. And it makes perfect sense. And then like I said, anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna get off of here because I'm really rambling, but I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna make another one.